Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Oh, my word. Is it still Wednesday? I think it is. Anywho, if this is your very first time, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and you also hit the bell so you get notified any other time that we go live. So we go live every single day. It's never the same time. It's just based on when we can, but it's always good. Tonight, I'm talking specifically about how I hit gold in 6 months without teaching classes in Young Living. I'm going to talk about my whole experience. It was super meaningful to people to see this video a couple of weeks ago, and I'm not sure what happened to it, so I'm just going to redo it, okay? So as you guys have questions, or if you have kudos and you have like a high five, if you want to do that, go ahead and do that in the comments. I would love to see your guys' feedback. You know, I love you so much. But this is for people that haven't started Young Living yet because they think it's just another network marketing company. It's for you if that's the case. And it's also, listen to me on this, it's also for the people that tried to do it but couldn't fit the mold of what they were told that they had to do in order to become successful, okay? Because that was me, and I created a new way, all right? If there is no way, you create a new way, and that's what happened, okay, you guys? So now let's go ahead. Hey, Sandy. Hey, Mike. Mike's doing the praises. Hi from New Zealand. Hello. Heidi. Hey, I'm excited to hear this. Awesome. Michelle. Hey, hello. This is going to be fun. Okay, you guys. So I am a professional business strategist. That's what I am. Before I came to Young Living, that's what I do. I talk about income streams. I talk about being a personal brand and having multiple income streams come off of your hub of your personal brand, right? Like I'm a strategist. That's what I do. I make sure that people are financially stable in who they are, and they make money based on who they are, not what they do for this company. Does that make sense? That's what I do, and that's what I love, because then people are able to walk in their own authenticity and love it and make a living doing it. And what is wrong with that, right? In my opinion, the good people of the world are the people that need the money so we can do the good things with it. Period. That is how you create economic change in the world, is when enough of us wake up to the idea that making money isn't bad, right? That we can make money and we can change the world with it. We're the ones that are supposed to make the money, right? There are people that have made us feel otherwise, right? Did one of those tricks on us. But now, eyeballs wide open. Now we're doing this thing, okay? Vanessa, thumbs up. Wendy, hi from West Virginia. Sandy, hey again. Sarah, yay, just got home from my very rough first day at my non-YL job, and I need some Martha in my life. Your lives are always the best part of my day, but today I really mean it. Aw, thank you. Jeanette, hi from Alberta. My hubby and I are doing all the courses together, loving it. Oh, that's amazing. Elise, hello. Hi, Elise. It was like we were just talking. Okay, so now let's backtrack a little bit, because I have only been in Young Living since January of 2019 is when I started building with Young Living, okay? Whenever I started, I was super excited because I saw the comp plan, and I knew that the stuff that I drink the juice and all sorts of stuff. I love it. I love what it makes me feel like. I love what it seems to be doing to my body. I just love it, right? So whenever I ran across the comp plan, I was like, okay, the business strategist part of me was like, all right, so what you're saying to me is I can make a really good living doing this. And all I have to do is share something that I love, but also the product I love. So it's very easy to suggest it to people because it's great. We go to Target and we suggest things all the time. We just don't get paid for it, right? So when I saw the comp plan, I was like, okay, boom, vote me in. I'm good. Let's do this, right? Well, whenever I started, what I quickly realized was that there was no onboarding system. And I've never sold for a network marketing company before. And so I didn't understand. I thought that there was going to be a do this, do that, do this, do that sort of system, because like any corporate place that I've worked for has always been like, there's an onboarding process, right? There's like, here's how you set up your business, or here's how we do things here, right? But what I found out is that with network marketing companies, apparently that's not a thing. And I found it out the hard way. I saw that there was here, and then I didn't have anybody around me that was really business minded. So I didn't have anybody to model something to me that was going to work, right? So what I did is I went on the Googles and I searched for a bunch of different things. I was looking for direction because I knew that I could do this. I saw the comp plan. I saw the strategy. I'm like, okay, I get it. Now let me come up with a process, right? Or maybe there's a process out there. And I looked out there, and what I saw out there were pieces of different systems. And a piece of a system, you guys, is not a whole system. A piece of a system is enough to confuse you and kind of paralyze you. And I'm not saying that they're fantastic. I love the pieces that I saw. But the thing is I didn't need pieces. I needed a system, right? Because I'm a systems girl. Because a system, like what Eric Worre says, a system is going to be fear-proof. A system is going to be skill-proof. What that means is that somebody can start on day one with a system, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, right? Somebody can start on day one with that. But if you have to, which is what I was seeing in Young Living, it seems like a lot of the people that are near the top of, I don't know, the organizational chart or something, it seemed like a lot of them had taught classes, right? And they were what I was seeing out there was that they were telling everybody that that's how you build to teach classes. And I was like, all right, I'll try it. You know, like maybe there's something magical about this class situation that I just can't see from the outside. So I'm going to teach a class and I'm going to see if that does something for me, right? So I taught a class and I found out very quickly that I do not want to teach classes. I'm sorry, you guys. Like, I can't teach classes, okay? It's funny because I can teach courses, but I cannot do the class thing. I don't have time, okay? I don't have time to set aside a couple hours on a Saturday or whenever for a bunch of people to maybe come over to my house, but looking like, from what I'm hearing from a lot of people, like those people just aren't even going to people's houses anymore. So like, I don't have the time to plan it out, to have everything on hand, like make treats. I don't make treats, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm like chaotic mom. I get a lot done and I love on people really hard, but I don't make treats. I just don't, right? I have water. You can have water when you come to my house. That's just how it is. So those were the things. It was that. And then also inviting people. So people were saying like, teach classes. But then like, there wasn't a whole lot of like, here's how you get people to the classes. So there wasn't like a lot of that. And it just, the whole thing for me didn't work. Now, caveat to that is that there are some people out there that are so fantastic, so great at teaching classes. And to you, I say kudos. God bless you. I'm so glad that that works for you. But for the rest of us, we need something else. Here's the thing. Teaching classes is not we really want to build our businesses out, we need a system that anybody can do and that can be duplicatable. Teaching classes, listen, if I can't teach classes, it's already not duplicatable. If one person can't do it, it's not duplicatable, which means it's not a system. Okay? A lot of people can't do it. It's not just me. And I found out very quickly that there's a lot of people that are unable to do it or have quit, which is the unfortunate thing, have quit entirely because they thought they had to. Okay. That is a mess, you guys. That is not doing that person any favors. And it's also not pushing the mission forward of oils in every home, you guys. We're not doing they have to do something that's not duplicatable and then make them feel like they can't grow. There should be other options to grow, you guys. That's the thing. Also, just real quick, if somebody just starts, it's just another reason it's not duplicatable. If somebody starts and is super duper excited and they're like, yeah, I'm ready to go, right? And then you tell them that they have to grow by teaching a class. How on earth do you think that somebody that just signs up is going to be able to immediately start growing by this concept of teaching classes? They just signed up. They don't even know what we have. You cannot immediately start growing like that, right? You can get your low-hanging fruit, and then after you get your low-hanging fruit with your family and friends and people that listen to you, after you get that low-hanging fruit, you're going to have to do something else. That's why a lot of people quit within 90 days. In case you were wondering, a lot of people quit within 90 days because they have gone through their low-hanging fruit and now they need to do something else. And when you tell them to teach a class, they don't want to do it, okay? Because it's not duplicatable and because they just plain don't want to do it, okay? Somebody that does not align with what you're telling them to do, if you're saying that's the only way to build, the person is not going to stick around because it's not sustainable for us to do something that we don't enjoy doing or something that feels like a failure over and over and over again. It's not sustainable to our spirit and to our souls. Our souls will be like, get out of there. This is not good for you, right? Don't keep doing this to yourself, right? So anyway, what I had to do is I had to figure out something that was going to work, right? And I'm a systems girl. Like I said, I'm a business strategist. I went out there and what I did was this. I went out and I looked at all of the gurus. There's a bunch of network marketing gurus, right? We know all the names and everything. There's a bunch of gurus out there and they all have like their own way of doing things, which is awesome. A guru, let's keep in mind where they're at. A guru needs to help all sorts of network marketing businesses, not just ours, which is very, very heart-centered, right? Or should be. They have to help people with nail wraps and they have to help people with Tupperware. And they have to, be inspiring and giving people systems for prepaid legal services, And then there's Young Living, there's health and wellness, there's natural health. So what I did, because I couldn't just grab any one of their systems and be like, okay, I can run with this. Because every single one of them was a little like, no, that doesn't jive with me. And it doesn't jive with who I'm going to talk to. Because here's the thing. I will not appear like a sleazy salesperson to anybody. I choose not to do that. And the reason why is because if we show up, A, because I don't want to, but B, because if we show up in that way, what we're doing is we're potentially turning somebody off completely to Young Living, which means that they are not going to have oils in their home and their friends and family won't either. And it ripples out and it ripples out and it ripples out. You guys head up 30,000 feet and look down at what is going on. Okay. Because if you gross this person out with what you're doing, they're going to tell their friends. Okay. If you gross this person out, they're going to tell their friends. We have a responsibility to come correct, friends. We have a responsibility to make sure that we are communicating with people and that we are consulting with people in a way that they can accept and a way that they can digest and in a way that feels good to them. That's the system that I created. Okay. So what I did is I took bits and pieces of all of these big systems. I watched things for hours. I must have watched over 40 hours of, business mastery stuff and all sorts of just everybody sharing their stuff. Like I just was consuming because I needed an answer. I saw the vision. I saw that this could be done, but I needed to have an answer to be able to have a team that can duplicate. I needed to be able to do a system, and then when another builder comes along, plug them into the system and say, do this too. And then they would be able to do that thing. That's what I needed. So that's what I created. So I grabbed little pieces and I put them into a condensed version. Now the condensed version is, it's, basically, God bless my team. I love you all so much. I do. They stuck with me as I was trying out, this is me throwing stuff at the wall, right? As I was trying out different parts of systems. So they saw me trying out all sorts of stuff. So it would be like, okay, that worked. All right, cool. That's going to go in the system. All right, how about this part? How about this? Oh, that didn't work. Okay, how about this? How about this? Didn't work. How about this? That worked. Cool, going in the system. And it was a lot of that. So my builders, God bless them, stayed with me through all of that. And now I'm sure they're glad that they did. But they stayed with me through all of the bobbing and weaving and the figuring it out, right? I hit silver in 3 months and gold in 6 months. Everything. It is huge, you guys. Huge. And duplicating over thousands of times at this point. So the system itself it's a closed system. And what I mean by that is it's an end-to-end system, and then it goes in loops. So it's you basically, here's a rule that needs to happen, okay? We need to touch people 7 to 15 times before, or most typically people need to be touched 7 to 15 times before they make a buying decision. Okay. Are you going to reach out to somebody 7 to 15 times one-on-one? Also, if you have to reach out to somebody 7 to 15 times, how long is that going to take you to do? And if you do it in rapid fire, they're going to ghost you. They're going to block you probably if you do it in rapid fire. What I did, not only bring people in that love you and want to work with you because of who you are, okay, and because of your flavor. That's something else that I say about the system is a structure. It's almost like it's a table. And then your personality, your flavor, your passions, all of that is like the tablecloth that goes over the table. So there are some systems out there that you can definitely tell, because we all get the cold messages, right? You can definitely tell that like something is going on and everybody's doing the same thing. This is not that, because you're going to flavor it with yourself, with your stuff. Nobody's going to see that everybody is doing the system because you do it differently based on who you are. But I teach you how to do that. So, okay, where was I? So the system it's a way to be able to 15 times or many more, however many times it takes, in a way that is not pushy. It's heartfelt. It's authentic. It's you just being you. But instead of you having to reach out directly to them over and over and over again, it's a whole system that nurtures them into becoming a member when they're ready to become a member, if they're ever ready to become a member. This is the system that turns that turns no's into yeses. I've had many people say no thank you first, come around 6 months or a year later. It's already happened. A year later and say, okay, I'm ready to do that. That's what this system does, because not everybody is ready. Again, here's the thing. 2 to 3% of your audience are people that are going to buy whatever. That's your low-hanging fruit. They're going to buy whatever you're selling. They love you. They want to support you, all the things, 2 to 3%. You're not going to hit Royal Crown Diamond on 2 to 3%, okay? That's not going to happen. And then after the 90 days, after they've all gotten in, that's when you sit there like, now what? How many people have had that moment? Your now what moment? You're like, well, I mean, I saw the business starting to grow. Now I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, right? That's where you need a system. So then that's the 2 to 3%. Now, there's about 5% of the people, this is a pie. If you can imagine a half pie here. There's 5% of the people over here that just plain aren't buying anything ever. Okay. Like that's just, that's just who they are. You're never going to sell them. It's okay. It's no big deal. Just know that they're there. And it's okay. It's a lot easier to take when you know that they're there. All right. The middle part of that half pie scenario. So 93-ish%. That's a big number, isn't it? 93-ish%. All of those people just need more information. They just need to hear more. People just need more information. They just need to hear more. Constant. They just need to keep seeing you. They need to hear more, and it's going to be on their own terms. You guys, that's people out there. Your 2 to 3 are going to buy anyway. You don't need a system for that, right? If if 2 to 3% is good with you, you don't need a system. You're fine. You're fine. You can push stop on the video now, right? You don't need that. But if you want that 93%, you need a system. You need it. And that's what I created. And that's why my team hit gold in 6 months. It typically takes between 4 and 5 years. Below, I have the income disclosure form, or the income disclosure, form, I think. There's a link to it. Click on it so you see full income disclosure, okay? It's not normal to hit gold in 6 months. Normal, all right? Did it take work? Sure. Was I able to systemize the work though? Was I able to take the question mark out of it? And we're no longer sitting at our desk like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do today. Like, I feel like I need to do this and this. And then we get sidetracked with getting certified with aromatherapy. We get sidetracked starting to do the things before we do the things, right? I got to do this before I can actually grow. I got to do this before I start growing my business. No, you can start growing your business today, and you can grow, educationally along with your business. I have business builders that sign up with me and start my course the very next day. And then they start building their business the next day before they have even received their kit, you guys. I have a team to do the darn thing. And it's because of the system that I created, you guys. And at first, I'm going to be very honest with you. At first, I did try to keep the system to myself. I did. Because I had people around me that were saying like, oh, this is so good. I've never seen this anywhere else. Like, man, this is great. Ba, 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 right? And then I got like, okay, well, we need to keep this to ourselves so we can grow. And you guys, there was one night that I couldn't even go to sleep. And Mike was like, I was laying in bed. All I did, like I was tossing and turning. I don't usually have a problem going to sleep. I was tossing and turning. And I was like, it kept coming into my mind and I would try to get it out. And then it would come into my mind again and I would try to get it out. But it kept coming into my mind and I would try to get it out. And then it would come into my mind again and I would try to get it out. Everyone know this, that this isn't to be kept a secret. This needs to be out there. And you guys, oh my word, I have the biggest goosebumps. You guys, if we plan on having oils in every home, if we plan on carrying out Gary's mission, if we plan on actually doing that, we need to empower everyone to have this information. We need to stop making people feel like they have to teach classes when that doesn't serve them. If they're great at classes, then kudos, that's awesome. My system also runs really well along with classes. It's like putting rocket boosters on classes, just so you guys know, that's also a thing. But if you teach classes, that's awesome and it's working for you. You guys, it's not working for most people. Instagram is people before, back when Young Living was the only company that was really doing anything oil-wise. You guys, the landscape has changed. We can't act like it didn't change. It changed, okay? We need to do something different if we think that we're going to grow. I'm proof in the pudding, okay, that this works. I have thousands of people taking this that are proof that this works, you guys. This is what we need to be doing. And then the next question is probably, okay, so this is probably a bunch of money. No, it's not. No. I've been told I can charge $500, $750, $1,000 for this course, but I don't. And the reason why, I could have a ton of money from it if I want, but I don't want that. What I want is for it to be okay? People need to be able to afford it. It has to be something that they can actually save up a little bit of money or just buy it, whatever. It's not much money, you guys. I have a discount code for $50 off that brings it down to $67 right now, you guys. This isn't something that's a big deal. This is something amazing and it's cheap. And then what I added to it, you guys, is something called Bring on the Builders. Bring on the Builders is how you approach business people, because that's the world I come from, right? It's how you approach business people and influencers to talk to them about additional revenue streams. So you can talk to them in their language, so you can get on their radar, so they will have a conversation with you, so then they can be open to joining and then using their already business. Okay? This is the future, you guys. This is how we carry out Gary's mission. This is how we get oils into every home. We need to have everybody open to this. We need to be bringing everybody in, but we can't bring everybody in the old way, you guys. It's every home. We need to have everybody open to this. We need to be bringing everybody in, but we can't bring everybody in the old way, you guys. It doesn't work. It's not going to cut it. All right. I'm going to see what questions you guys have. Oh, my word. To change the world. Amen to that all day long. You know I love that. May, hi, Martha. Yeah, I got to watch from the beginning tonight. Awesome. Angela, hi, Martha. Hi from Central Illinois. Yes, love Go for Gold. Heck yeah, that's the name of the course, in case you didn't know. Shelly, I'm excited to hear. Jeanette, that's what I was listening. Wasn't there, right? Sarah, I come to your house. I want juice and I want my own bottle. May, yes, thank you, Martha. Thank you so much for saying it that way, May. That's exactly right. A lot of people felt like they needed to just repeat or regurgitate information that they were told, even though it felt sideways to them. Don't do it. It needs to be from here. Jeanette, agree 100%. Lots of people do not want to do the biz because they don't want to do classes. Exactly. And a lot of people don't want to do the business because they don't want to sell. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't sold a thing in my life. What I do is in Go for Gold, you guys, there's a conversation cheat sheet. I went through thousands of conversations and I put together a cheat sheet that was basically a template of all the conversations that led to a sale. Other conversations didn't matter, right? All of the ones that led to a sale, I put in a cheat sheet. It's all like this one conversation flow that by the end of it, you can say, okay, so based on what you've told me, I would suggest X, Y, and Z. You have no right to make any suggestions to anybody. We cannot say, hey, you need to get this kit if we don't know what people need, right? What are we doing? It's a person thing. What's going on with the people? Let's talk to them. Stephanie, yes, me too. I'm so glad you did all the legwork and that you're sharing it. Zero interested in my classes. Have to find something better. Christy, you're not the only one, and there's nothing wrong with you. Please understand, there's nothing wrong with you, okay? It's the model that's broken. It's the model that doesn't work. And we need to stop telling people to do that model, okay? If it works for some people, that's awesome. But the fact that it simply doesn't work for everybody is why we need to stop. Sarah, taking parts of ideas from multiple people to make one new cohesive thing is a great way to make it duplicatable. Exactly. And you guys, I wrote this for yellows. I haven't said that yet. I wrote this for yellows because to me, yellow personalities are the best darn business people ever in history. Okay. And the reason they want to hug people, they want to serve, they want to like, how can I help you? How can I help? That is amazing business, you guys. That is a business person all day long. That's the best kind of business person. Those yellows just need me to inject my red a little bit with the system. I wrote the system for yellows. And the reason why is because if a yellow in all of their heart and all of their not wanting to be salesy and things like that, because you make a yellow be salesy and they're out. They're not going to do it, right? They're not going to do it. It's not in alignment with their soul. They're not going to do it. But you create a system where yellows can be comfortable in building a business and everyone can do it. I wrote it for yellows, you guys. And if we were to talk about what the kind of people Young Living brings in, it's yellow. Or take a personality test is yellow. Okay. It serves. How can I help? It's all heart, right? So it attracts people that are also the same way. Well, those people that it attracts, now let's serve them and show them how they can share and how they can be able to build an additional revenue stream with it, right? Okay. James, teasing classes was physically killing me and making me feel like an even bigger failure. Preach, James. I thank the Lord every day that I found you in your system, especially since it works. If I can do the things anyone can. Man, James, I love you, man. James, the best part of your system is it forces people like myself to grow. I need to get you that t-shirt. I trick people into growing for a living. I do. That's something that I said before, and I definitely do. I trick people into growing for a living. That's what I do. Requirements other than an unreasonable amount of want and work. There it is. Sandy, so worth it. And I find, Sarah, that most people are okay to put in the work if they have guidance and direction and confidence in a system to know that the system works. I feel like anybody will work for those IDS numbers. I feel like anybody will work for it if they have something they can be confident in. What they don't want to do is waste a bunch of time and feel like a goof off and to feel like they goofed up again and like people are laughing at them because they made another mistake, right? That's what they don't want. But when there's a system that's duplicating, that's working, and you can you can just do it, and it tells you do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that, then that's right. James, oh, it works. It's worth thousands. I didn't have the money, but when I committed, the money showed up. I love that story, James. Sarah, accessibility is a component of duplicatability. Man, words, reading. Diana, hello. Time has changed. Amen to that. Jenny, had a late call, so I'm late here. Can't wait to watch the replay. Love teaching in person, but my issue is reaching locals to come to my house or me to go to theirs. Hard to reach friends of friends. Social media is hard for me. In 2.5 years, I signed up 2 from online. I personally enrolled 150 people last year alone online, okay? This course will be the best thing to do for your business and your life. Comment dated 2/19 because I can't fathom future Martha awesomeness, but I know there's more coming. That's funny. Jeanette, thank you. I'm a yellow. That's what we did. Diana, I really don't want to do classes. I will not. I choose not to do classes. May, yes, people to people does work. It's an amazing feeling. Just takes longer to get you where you want to be. Yep. Sarah, I didn't mind teaching classes, but it wasn't working for me. Thank you for bringing another way to the table. You got it, girl. Michelle, I've always thought my being yellow was a downfall. Thank you so much for speaking life over us yellows. I'm struggling with getting my go for gold going, but I'll get there hopefully. There it is. There it is. You got this. Allie, thank you for serving the yellows. You just called out all the gold in my yellow heart. Amen. All heart. That's it. And you guys, we have of yellows out there that don't think that they can run the business side of things because they see the way other people are doing it and they're like, I'm not that. I'm not that. It's good that you're not that. You're you. You're you. And let's pull the gold out of you and then let's share it with people. And that's what we do. We sort of just like pull all of that awesome out of you and then show you how to share that. It's amazing, you guys. People's lives are changing, not just their businesses. There are people that have signed up 10 people within 2 weeks of taking Go for Gold. Okay. Sign up 10 people in 2 weeks. You guys, if it's $67, it takes less than 2 signups. If they have ER, it's just a smidgen over 1, right? And then the rest of it is gravy. And then you have a student group for life that you're in that you don't have to pay for. You've got all of this community around you, pushing you, helping you, guiding you, and you don't have to invest very much into it, you guys. Like, I'm not going to oversell this because I don't have to. If it's for you and you feel like me speaking to you right now and you're like, man, I feel that nudge. If you're feeling that sort of like God nudge, you know what I'm talking about, where it's like, just do it, just do it, just do it. I've lived a good part of my life following what I call divinely led footsteps. When I get those nudges to just do something, I do it. And then miracles happen. You can't have the miracles happen if you're not going to take the step out. Okay, guys? Allie, oh, I already read that. May, yes, I agree with James. Trick people into growing. I do that. Tina, how do we get the $50 off code? Oh, I will put it in here. Let me see. So it's gold.withmartha.com/go4gold. And whoops, martha.com/go4gold. And whoops, code new member. Now keep in mind, new member is one word, okay? Because I get a lot of people message me and say the code isn't working, and I'm like, it's one word, and then it works fine. So new member is one word, okay, you guys? How do you educate your team? Online classes, get-togethers, all the above. So the way that I educate my team after their, if we're talking about the product using side of the team, because you'll always have about 90% of your team that's a product user, right? Like it scales up that way, and it's supposed to scale up that way. If it scaled up with all just builders, the FTC would have a problem with that, honestly. So I believe, I don't know, I'm not in the FTC, but I think so. We're going to always have about 90% of product users, okay? So for those product users, what I do in my membership groups or in my, like my private group, what I do is something that I call soft education. And that is, I really love Grow Workspace. So I use their sways a lot and I put them in the units section and stuff like that. So there's those. But then what I do is like, I'll do a live of me walking around the house doing my daily supplements, like my morning supplements, or I'll show people what my bathroom looks like. And I'll say, here's what I use for this. Here's what I use for that. That's soft education. Here's what I use this for. Because then people that have come in, maybe they came in drinking the juice or something. Then they see, oh, and then she uses sulfurzyme for this. Oh, and then she uses CBD for this or whatever, right? And that's soft education, because that keeps people close to the fire in a way that isn't preachy and like push marketing. It needs to be just like community building, right? I'm not sure if you're in Gold Getter set up, or else all of those leads, it says it's trying to reconnect here, or else all of those leads that come in are going to be lost. So make sure you have the system set up before you do those. Thank you. You're welcome, Tina. Oh, and Sarah already got it. That's awesome. Jeanette, it's worth it. Bought it and love it. Get Oiling is also amazing. I love Get Oiling. Those guys are like my new best friends. I love that. We all just geek out together and it's really fun. We're just a bunch of nerds. You guys were just a bunch of nerds. And it's great. And then I talked to Dr. Ali tonight, and I'm like, man, I attract some nerds, something awful, but I love them so much. I just love it. I could geek out with somebody all day. Sarah, I've always said there are God things and there are Gary things, and now there are Martha things. If we listen to all three, we're unstoppable. Amazing. I love that. Lori, I felt the nudge and am slowly working my way through the content and loving it. Good. I love it, Lori. Sarah, so well said, right? Rogine, so good. Allie, thank you for the serving the yellows. You just got called out. Oh, the gold in my yellow heart, putting my red pants on and getting to work. Boom. James, is Grow Workspace in Get Oiling or is it a Facebook group? Grow Workspace is a third-party thing. So just go to Grow Workspace, like Google it, and you'll see what it is. It's really, really inexpensive, but it's a great resource. Diana, is there a discount? You get 45 days for $1. So you can try it out basically for 45 days for $1 if you use this link. So it's getoiling.com/Martha is my link. Sarah, but if everyone really understood the depth of product awesomeness and the awesomeness of the IDS and your courses, everyone would be builders. They'd be foolish not to be. I 100% agree with you. James, oh, I was so geeking out on Dr. Ali. Wasn't he great? Man, I love that he's just going to keep coming back. Thank you. I do the Grow Workspace, but I need to do Facebook Live. Oh, Facebook Lives are great. Diana, thank you. Of course. Sarah, I'm a selective nerd. Only oily and oily business things need apply. That's hilarious. Well, you guys, if you have questions, let me know. I am getting ready to finally pack because I'm leaving for Texas tomorrow. I'm speaking a few different times in Houston, and then we're heading to Austin for a little while. But I need to pack because we're leaving tomorrow morning, literally. Julie, is there something you have to have a team to start with? I have two people. No, my builders, whenever they start, I put them in Go for Gold immediately. They start at day one. Like when they sign up, I also go over to the thing and I pop them into the course and I send them that and they can log into the course immediately. Get going. You need nothing else. You need yourself. That's all you need. Jeanette, the training in Get Oiling is very complete. It's awesome. It's so good. Okay, let me know what other questions you have. Make sure you share this video with your friends, with your Crossline friends, with your teams. It's on YouTube, you guys, so you can share the link in your member groups if you want to. This needs to get out. Make it spread out. If we want oils in every home, we have to empower people to be able to do that. This is the thing that is doing that, you guys. James, have an awesome trip. Give everyone a hug for me. I got to warn you, when I'm comfortable around a person, I'm a hugger. I'm a hugger too. We're good. Diana, have a nice trip and safe travels. Thank you. Sarah, take your journey on. Smells like cowboys, dirty leather. Awesome. You guys have an awesome night. Love you guys. Bye-bye.